بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Dear students of السابع schools, grade 7, today inshallah we are going to study useful expressions, unit 7. Let's start. As you see, we have interviewing language أي لغة إجراء المقابلات. interviewing. Let's check the hints. We use formal style of language when. So we use what? Look, formal style of language. سنستخدم أسلوب رسمي من اللغة. أسلوب رسمي أي ليست اللغة الاعتيادية التي نخاطب فيها الناس بأريحية وبساطة. لغة رسمية. Formal style. We use a formal style of language when. متى نحتاج لهذا النوع الرسمي من اللغة؟ When. Asking someone we do not know for information. عندما نريد أن نسأل شخص عن معلومات ونحن لا نعرف هذا الشخص ولا تربطنا به الصلة، أي بمعنى لا نجرؤ أن نأخذ راحتنا في الكلام معه. Let's move to the next point. Asking an elderly person about his personal details. Elderly person, an old man or woman. عندما نخاطب كبار السن أيضا يجب أن نستخدم formal style of language اللغة الرسمية احتراما لهم. Asking for information. Let's read some examples. Let's check and read some examples. I wonder if you could possibly answer my question. So you can start using I wonder if you could possibly, and you can change the rest of the words. You can ask about any other thing. Let's move to the next. Excuse me, could I ask you some questions about your education? As you see, the words in bold, الكلمات اللي بحروف سوداء بارزة، هذه نكرر استخدامها ونغير الكلمات العادية التي بعدها. We change the other words. The bold words, we use them as they are. Could you tell me where you live? This is a formal style to ask about an address. May I have your name? This is a formal style. But when I ask my friend or a newcomer to school, what's your name? But in a formal language, may I have your name? Okay. Do you mind if I ask where you live? This is a formal language. In ordinary language, we say, where do you live? Look, what do we say after interviewing a person? بعد أن نقابل شخص ويكون متعاون معنا. What do we say? ماذا نقول? We can say, thank you for your time. Thank you for your time. Let's move to the next. Look at this. We normally ask about these points to get personal details. إذن هذه النقاط الرئيسية التي غالبا ما نسأل عنها using formal language مستخدمين لغة رسمية. We ask about name. First name or surname. First name اسم الأول. Surname اسم العائلة. لنفترض أن شخص اسمه احمد التميمي. احمد first name. التميمي surname. nationality الجنسية. education التعليم. occupation المهنة أو الوظيفة. marital status. marital status الحالة العائلية أو الحالة الاجتماعية، أي أنه married or single or divorced، متزوج أو أعزب أو غير ذلك. experience الخبرة في مجال العمل. Now, these are the points we ask about. Now, how do we reply? كيف نرد if someone asks us in a formal style؟ لو أن شخص سألنا بطريقة مهذبة جدا ورسمية. How should we reply? We could say, yes, of course. In normal language, we say, yes, yeah. But in formal style, we say, yes, of course. Yes, that's fine. Yes, certainly. I'd rather not answer that question if you don't want to answer. And the last one, you are welcome. You are welcome. So, if you don't want to answer a question and you want to respond in a formal and polite way, you could say, I'd rather not answer that question. هذه طريقة مهذبة ورسمية للاعتذار عن إجابة أي سؤال. But maybe in everyday language, في اللغة الاعتيادية, you can say, I don't want to answer you. Why are you asking me? But in formal style, we can't say this. We say, I'd rather not answer that question. Let's move to the next slide. Okay, here we have some questions. What would you say in these situations using the expressions we have just learned? 1. You need to interview a person. You're going to have an interview. We can say, excuse me, could I ask you some questions? Yes. 2. You would like to ask someone about the subjects he is studying at university. How could you say this in a formal style? Yes. Yes. You can say, do you mind if I ask you about the subjects you are studying at university? But if I'm asking a newcomer to the university، لو بسأل طالب جديد على الجامعة in a normal style بأسلوب عادي, what are you studying? But in a formal style, do you mind if I ask you about the subjects you are studying at university? Let's move to the next. You want to ask a person where he or she lives. In normal everyday language, we say, where do you live? But in a formal style, look, could you tell me where you live? Now 4 and 5 are left to you as a homework. الجملة الرابعة والخامسة هي واجب, homework. الجملة الرابعة والخامسة واجب. Try to do it at home. Okay, let's move to the next. Here we have, complete the missing parts in the following mini dialogues. سنكمل الأجزاء المفقودة في الحوارات القصيرة التالية. mini dialogues, حوارات قصيرة. A, the question, B, the answer. Look, we have the answer. I am an architect. Architect, you know architect? مهندس معماري. المهندس المعماري. We can say this. Could I ask you about your job? Let's move to number 2. The answer, B, in the city center, not far from work. So we're asking about what? About an address, but in a formal style. Yes, you can say this. May I know where you live? But you know, in normal language, في اللغة الاعتيادية, where do you live? But in a polite and formal style. May I know where you live? Let's move to the next one. 3. A. The question. May I have your phone number? This is how to respond, how to reply, كيف تجيب. أيضا بنفس الطريقة. إذن so we have formal style of asking and formal style of replying, answering. لدينا الأسلوب الرسمي في السؤال والأسلوب الرسمي في الإجابة أيضا. Yes, of course. Yes, of course. Now 4 and 5 are left to you as a homework. الجملة الرابعة والخامسة هي واجب متروكة لكم للقيام بها كواجب في المنزل. Let's move to the next. Here we have complete the missing parts in the following mini dialogues. Also, we have missing parts. We have more questions, and I think they are not difficult. You can complete them. I will do some of them for you. A. The question. I live in Florida, so what could we say? Could you tell me where you live? 2. Sure, anything you ask. This is a formal style of replying. What is a formal style of asking? May I ask you some questions? What about 3? Robert Tennyson. Robert Tennyson. So we are asking him about his name in a formal style. Should we say, what's your name? No, in a formal style. Could you tell me your name? Yes. 4 and 5, as usual. Oh no, 4, I will do it for you. Oh, you are French. A, where do you come from? We need to answer. Oh, you are French. So we could say, I'm from Paris. This is normal. This is normal. Yes. And 5, what about 5? I am an architect. As you see, this is done for you. This is left for you. So from 5 to 8, you have to complete at home as homework. تكملوا من الخامسة إلى العاشرة كواجب. You are free to choose any proper expression. بإمكانك أن تختار أي تعبير مناسب. Formal style. That's all for today. Don't forget the homework. See you in next videos, inshallah.